organization, and it wasn't King James. So somebody on this internet, or somebody on, excuse me.
Hey, look, y'all stop interrupting the mob, bro.
I just want to finish. I'm saying this to say either he lying or the internet lying, and I ain't saying point is lying. I don't believe that for a second. What I'm saying is that somebody's on Beyonce's internet is contributing to the lie that King James was a Freemason, because now it says that he started Freemasonry. This brother is a 33rd degree Mason, and he said he didn't do that. He said he didn't start it. So why can I pull this article that says that he did?
Hold on a second.
That means the internet is biased. Come on now.
Hold on. Who's the 33rd degree Mason? Point. Right here. Talk to
Hey, Moscow, the 5 and the 6, Lord.
But hey, the thing is, I would agree with Nissa.
See how he's trying to run Moscow.
Moscow, I'm not running from Moscow, bro. It's different houses, bro. I mean, thing is, you got your first 3, and in the red house, you got your 4. So I'm not running, bro. I'm just trying to expound on Nissa. I agree with what Nissa said. King James is not the start of Masonry, bro. He's not. He goes way before him.
But yeah, we already established that European Freemasonry that started with Albert Pike is not the same as what the ancestors used with African Masonry. The restoration of the African God-man, the spirit.
They got their behinds by the white man, right?
What you mean by that, bro?
They got the smack laid down on them by the white man. That's what I mean.
Many would say it was lost in amalgamation. Many they lost it. It was somebody else necessarily being smacked down.
And so it didn't help them on the conquest of the white man, correct?
I'm having a hard time understanding. You said it didn't help with the conquest?
The white man turned his boots sideways, okay, and laid the smack down. That's what the white man did, and masonry didn't help them, correct?
disagree because right now they're ruling the world. It might be in the veil of falsehood.
Ain't no black man ruling this world, bro. Ain't no black man ruling this world, bro.
Well, the science that was used, the Europeans are using it, but it's not out of the good. If it was stolen from the so-called black man, then it's not at their avail right now. That's why they have some.
There ain't no black man ruling the world, though.
Bro, can you pinpoint? Hold up. Can you pinpoint Can you pinpoint the direct descendant that's ruling this world right now?
Yeah.
Pinpoint.
Yeah. Who? The Rothschild.
What's his name? Rothschild? For real?
Yeah.
No, bro. I'm sorry.
Who's above the Rothschilds?
Bro.
Who's above the Rothschilds right now, bro?
It's a lot of families above the Rothschilds, bro.
Give me one.
Bro, the ones that's ruling right now, you know nothing about.
Give me the family that's above the Rothschild right now.
Bro, all you know about is the Rothschilds. That's
what I
bad,
thought.
bro.
That's what I thought.
That's poor, bro.
Hey, bro, I know about all 13 families that's ruling, but I know the Rothschilds is at the top. They're at the pinnacle.
And before they called themselves the Rothschilds, they were calling themselves the children of Roth. So it goes all the way back.
Do you remember when the Titanic went down? Those family members.
That's not true.
Hey, hold on. Actually, the Rothschilds used to be called the Bowers, and they changed their name to Red Shield when they started banking.
Yeah, Rothschild mean Red Shield, man.
Yeah, it's what Jesus saying is true.
Children
had 5 sons. All time he said something true.
Man, been on. Stop.
Yeah, man. So I mean,
you told Mike.
Can we all agree that the white man is ruling the earth right now? Can we agree on that?
I won't say that.
Yeah, because
the white man. Who in here trying to say the white man?
Ain't nobody trying to save his dad, but he ain't the one point blank.
Man, that nigga
straighten up all this shit.
Who is it then? Point miss.
Bro, at that time, it was a lot of mixing going on.
Brian,
I ain't gonna say it no white.
Every time amalgamation with these fellas. What's going on?
They master masons.
Man, they ain't running no goddamn work.
Exactly. Rich, stop the madness, bro.
So in masonry, do they not praise the African god, man, or Hiram Abiff? Do they not? Why? Who is in the mystic realm? Why is it a mystic?
Because
that doesn't determine who's ruling the world, Moscow.
So you just gonna set aside my question because you won't talk?
No, I agree that they have black images that they worship. That don't change who's running the world, bro.
I'm saying, so why all those Caucasian leaders and presidents up under that Mason order? When you look at with the feds and stuff, but they running in the thing. Why are they up under the ancient order, which is controlled by the Israel?
Well, can you tell us who's running everything, sir?
It's not the Caucasian.
This is what kills me about people. We need to. I'm starting a new campaign against professional question askers. All right, people that got a million questions with no answers.
Was King Solomon an Arab? Was King Solomon a Muslim?
I said the Islamic world, but you don't
Concrete, you trying to go to the octagon?
Was King Solomon a Muslim? Was King Solomon a Muslim?
Ooh. King Solomon wasn't no Muslim, right?
The star in the moon that Islam, Islam uses the Masons.
But Prophet Muhammad didn't have nothing to do with that. So
not at all. Remember
America's flag. America's flag is the Mason flag.
That's true.
Yeah. So I guess they're not.
That same star in America's flag is in the Islam.
I guess they're not walking 7 times around the cobblestone and kissing a rock.
Muhammad didn't know nothing about that. Muhammad didn't know nothing about that.
Bro, I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask I'm asking. Are they doing that shit over there in Mecca right now?
Talking about the Kaaba.
It's like you Jews run around with that fake rim fam sign on your neck. Come on, Star David.
The Star of David is a Mason.
Nine candlestick menorah.
Star of David is a Mason. Star of David is Mason. We got 7
I don't lose the line all that.
Well, the star is who they pray to. 7.
That's the Star of Molech.
You got it. Go ahead, Sister Knopf. Go ahead.
No, that's the Star of Molech. Period.
There it is.
They all praise the star. You guys get energy from the star, which is the sun. Hey, bro, the sun is a star. You know that, right? Hey, bro, I'm an Israelite. I don't wear no star Moloch, man. What's wrong with you? All stars are the stars in the sky. You worship stars and y'all don't even know it. Jesus is a star. Matthew 2 verse 2 tell you. That's a damn lie. What do you believe? Jesus, David played the harp, right?
It's on some.
You
can see it in the stars type stuff, bro. This is not the right time.
Bro,
got your rock star.
Hey, look, let's get back to the video with the Masons. Hey, Rockstar, and the Fest, cool out. You got 5 minutes. Y'all slow. Y'all slow.
That name is Rise.
I tell you what, bro. I ain't playing with y'all today.
About we worshiping stars.
Let's get back to the video.
His name is Rise Stars. Why you talking about we worshiping stars?
I got a question for the Mason. Hey, Point. Are you familiar with the Masonic Encyclopedia?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. What was
Who is the god of Freemasonry?
Point blank, Yahweh. Why?
Baal.
That's a damn lie. That's a
y'all. So,
hey, Lord, man, hold on.
Lucifer is the god of Freemasonry.
Hold on. Hey, Megatron, you a Mason? You been in lodge?
Hell no, I'm not no Mason.
You know he is.
Shut the fuck up, then. Shut the fuck up.
Nah, them F-bombs ain't going nowhere. Don't do that.
My fault.
Niggas don't want to be no initiate. Niggas don't want to be no initiate into the mysterious passion point.
Hold up. This is what I get tired of.
No.
Niggas be running their mouth,
bro.
Niggas be running their mouth.
Hold on, let Point bring it out. Hold on, Point. Hold on, Point. Y'all let Point bring his thought out, man. Let him bring it out.
Concrete, this man just disrespected me, bro. You gonna let
hold on. We ain't gonna do that now. I know. Hold on.
I apologize to him.
Okay, I got you.
Apologize.
I know. Calm down. Everybody calm down for a minute. You did disrespect the man with that F-bomb, so let's not do that.
Hey, Point.
You right. And let's get back to the bill. Go ahead, Point. Take out. Everybody just breathe.
I apologize.
Yeah, you good, Fiddle. Go ahead.
I apologize to him because he's trying to run. I let you run from this ass whooping.
Hey, Point.
Point blank. Y'all want to point blank talk about stuff that y'all never been in. It's just like point blank me trying to tell Lord Megatron.
You need to come with a better argument. That's weak.
Hold on.
Y'all keep letting him say the same thing.
Hey, we can't cut the man off, man. Let's let the man.
Y'all let him.
It's the same stuff.
I understand, but you can't cut. Listen, let
him finish point blank.
You have to point blank be in to know what's going on to even point blank. I just said it. Hey, bro, they worship God. Oh, no, they worship Lucifer. Bro, how do you know if you're not in it? And
Can we respond?
Every lodge is not the same. I told you, it's just like going to a Christian church. They have point blank good ones in there, and they have niggas that do evil in there. It's the same. Hebrew Israelite camps, they do evil, they good. It's the same.
Hey, bro, brother Arvell, you over there, man?
Hey, come don't respond to that.
Yeah, hold on, man. I'm here. What's good? Hey, can you go ahead, if you don't mind, brother? Can you do a room reset so we can give the people your rules of your room? Because I'm going to enforce them. I just want them to know if I start with people. All right.
Okay, quick reset real quick. Welcome to the room. If you guys got pink tickets, go ahead and cash those in. We're going to attack some really, really, really good topics in this room here and there. It won't be a room that's open every day. But when it is open, it's going to be some dynamic conversations. I got a few rules. I do not like profanity. If a word slip here and there, we'll be lenient. But when you just get consistent with the F-bombs and the unnecessary language, you will be modded accordingly. If you continue to disrespect the rule, we're just going to go ahead and kick you out the room. No disrespecting women. I do not like to hear black men disrespect each other, so keep your conversations respectful. If someone of another persuasion comes in the room, just keep it respectful. If someone is reading the scripture, do not interrupt. If they say something in the midst of the scripture that you want to stop them and build a point on, allow them to finish, and then allow them to expound, and then have them to go back and read the scripture and stop them where you want to stop them at that point. If someone is bringing out a source, do not interrupt. We typically don't like for people to be cut off in the midst of their speech, but we will be lenient with that if a bill breaks out. But for the most part, allow people to land their plane. And I believe that we'll have an incredible room and have a great conversation. No disrespecting women. Leave the mother and kids out of this. And I don't mind you guys getting that masculine energy off. Just keep it respectful, guys. That's all I ask. Thank you so very much. You guys can get back to your bill. Have a
Hey, I apologize to the moderators for cussing. I apologize.
All good. Appreciate that. Yes, I was trying to walk it along. Point since you the Mason on the stage, I wanted to ask you a few questions. But the reason why I asked that because I know
if it's not out of my obligation to answer, I would answer. But if it's iffy, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna tell you off top.
I got you.
The obligation. All right.
I get what you're saying.
Hey, bro. Hey, you don't take the obligation because I know you're behind used to be in church. No, I'm one of the members. Obligation. Stop playing, bro. We're good. Stop playing, bro. You don't take the obligation before. You took the obligation.
I know you the king. Hey, hold on. Point. Hey, can you please, sir, stop coming off the mic? Ain't nobody talking. Doing that, bro. Man, you right, man. No, it's all good, bro.
You know Iz got ADD. Come on.
I know Iz. I came to the back chat with Iz.
Concrete.
I'm moderating. Hold on, Point. God, I'm trying to help you. And you doing? Listen, y'all.
I'm sorry.
I want everybody to build, but y'all too old to be doing this chaos. Point. Go ahead and land your plane. And I think Jeremy y'all is next, ain't he? Or who you talking to?
I was talking.
All right, brother. Y'all take off.
Hey, so Point, Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey, Volume 1, right? It says under Jehovah, Jehovah is, of all the significant words of Masonry, by far the most important. Regalini very properly calls it the basis of our dogma and of our mysteries. I ain't gonna read the whole paragraph, but
what did I say earlier? I said what? Yahweh, didn't I say? He said no, didn't he? He said no, right?
Yeah. So I asked you this for a reason, right? Because I know in order to be a Mason, right, you got to believe in a God. They don't care which one. You can't be an atheist, but you got to believe in that.
Let me what's the name that? Now, York right, you can do that. You can believe in any God, but point blank Scottish, you got to believe in Jesus. Let me get that right.
Got you. So yeah, I was trying to get some insight on that, right? Because I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, but when I left, right, I started finding some stuff about their origin, about their leader and his Freemasonry origins and stuff like that, right? So that was part of the reason why I left. But I wanted to just ask you, why was Jehovah the most significant of all of the words? But I think you just kind of spoke to it a little bit. So you said for the Scottish, right? It's Christ-centric, but the rest of them, you can believe in anybody. You can
believe in any God. They'll put another book at the altar and stuff, and they'll point blank read from that book or whatever. But it depends point blank what God they put it. That's your right. But Scottish, the only Bible they put in is the 1611 King James. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said. That's why I said point blank.
What's the Masonry organization about anyway? What is that about? What makes it join?
At the time, it was my bishop. And he wouldn't tell me anything. So for me to know, I joined. And I always wanted to be a Mason. That's it.
What they order, they like say homeless or violence or stuff like that too.
Yeah, do little stuff like that. It's basically making a man a better man. Make sure he take care of his duties. Make sure he understand the importance of God, his family, and his children. And it's supposed to be church, but that's on the Scottish right side.
That makes sense.
So let me share. Oh, go ahead.
But can I say this real quick? Like, I hate to use the word hypocrite, but a lot of people acting like hypocrites in here. A lot of y'all that joined these doggone Hebrew Israelite camps, y'all took an oath, whether you know it or not. You took an oath. And then point blank to call it a cult. If you look at the word occult, point blank, a lot of y'all in Hebrew Israelite camps, y'all are part of a cult. Y'all know better. Y'all know better than Abrapite. Stop playing. Stop out there trying to point blank act like your limb is strong when that joker weak. Stop playing. Because we go into words. Point blank, a lot of y'all are part of a cult and y'all believe like a cult. Because anybody point blank speak against point blank what y'all saying or question anything in y'all Hebrew Israelite camps, your behind is out the camp. And you know I ain't lying. So stop trying to point blank. Act like it's Eve over here when it's Eve over there with you.
Yeah, I'm a master builder.
That's a checkmate.
Yo, so point.
Checkmate on what?
So Ron trying to get in at the Ruach. I see him.
But the thing is, we've never went back to the point that point blank old girl was bringing.
You try to act like you said something. You try to act like you said something on me, bro. You got a point on me, bro.
No, bro, that's by every like you the one announced. I didn't know you was an Hebrew Israelite. Count.
I'm sorry, y'all interrupted the point while he was trying to
I never said no name.
I'm sorry, y'all interrupted the point where Point was trying to make y'all understand. Y'all never kind of refuted my information. I'm trying to get somebody to refute these because I don't like it. Go ahead.
Hey sis, I got my Bible on hand if you need to know anything. And
I'm trying to get somebody to refute this whole because we still don't have we see the publication date on both the Bibles. We posted both the sources. They're both published in the same year, right? We see that. What I'm trying to get somebody to refute is the fact whether or not he actually wrote it. Y'all give me all this history about him being king at the time, but that's still not enough sufficient evidence.
Never wrote nothing. He never wrote nothing. He just gave the permission for it to be translated. That's all he did. He never wrote.
Right, that's true.
So why are y'all trying to make? Okay, so if you standing on, you saying that, right? If you saying that. Hold on, wait a minute, because I just want to get this out. If you're saying that he never wrote it, why are you saying that? King James is a Mason. You gotta make sure it's known that he's a Mason and everything. If he didn't even write it, he just agreed to it being published.
Yeah, but
if I can read this at the beginning of my Bible
for something he didn't write when all he did was give the authorization for it to be published. That's
in the beginning of the Bible. In the beginning of that Masonic Bible, it says Master Mason edition of the Holy Bible, containing.
Let me put it back at the top.
It says containing the Old and New Testaments, authorized or King James Version with study helps, words spoken by Christ printed in red. To
That's
which
just
is
a
added.
Freemason taking King James Version.
Hold on, brother. That's what we're talking about.
Hold on, hear me. Y'all let him finish. Go ahead, brother.
It says progressive steps in masonry, questions and answering relating to characters, places, words, and phrases used in symbolic masonry. Biblical index to Freemasonry. A Bible of outstanding help, inspiration, and strength. Published by Heirloom Bible Publishers, Wichita, Kansas. So the publishing company is in there too, but it's a great light in masonry. That's what it says. It's an heirloom.
Well, what's the publication date on that Bible? Because the one that we posted up top prior to this one said 1940, and it wasn't even $20. So I'm pretty sure this one be a bit more expensive. The one that we have up top. What's the publication date on the Bible that you have in your piece?
Girl, beloved, give me a second.
Hey, Nissa, what I was saying, the thing is, because he was a Mason and the king, and he authorized it, he wanted his version. Basically, he agreed with that version that whoever he got to translate point blank the book into what he wanted, he point blank, you couldn't have a Geneva Bible back then when King James brought out his Bible. He disbanded all other Bibles from being read but his, or you would be put to death. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, right? He pretty much banned the Geneva Bible. He only wanted people reading King James.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still, I hear what you're saying. You're saying he was a Mason. You also said he banned the Geneva Bible, or at least try to outsell it, I guess, or whatever. That's still not him writing it. This ain't even him compiling it. He ain't even compiled this book.
No, he never compiled.
Based off the information you just. So how can
he got scribes to do this for him? That's what.
So they were Masonic. So let's get this. Are you saying that they were Masonic scribes?
I don't know. I never looked.
Oh, come on, point. See what I'm saying? That's we can put this book on trial, right? We can put the King James version on trial to say it was King James authorized it for to be compiled. I'm sorry, to be sold over the Geneva Bible. You're saying King James is a Mason. We don't know the scribes that wrote it. We just going off the fact that he was a Mason allegedly, and that he allowed this Bible to be written and published. That's not enough information.
It doesn't matter if they were Masons or not, if they're scribes and Masons or not. If they're told by the king and he's a Mason to do it, it don't matter if they're Masons or not. They did.
But we gonna we still ain't prove whether or not he was a Mason.
How you gonna prove you're a Mason? How you gonna prove that anybody in history is anybody?
But listen, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Well, can I explain something? For these Bibles to be written at the same time, and his name is on top of that Bible, he would not know the key phrases and stuff like that and understand what they mean
was not written
to put it in the Bible.
Time.
Damn, Lord Megatron, you
well,
can't have no respect.
Hear me out. It says that the KJV was 1611, and
That's
this
right.
Bible
Don't you forget it, sucker.
The publication date is 1611 too. Now we're not saying that he published this Bible. We're just putting out there honestly that they're both printed in the exact same year.
Nitsa, who's the author?
It says somebody named let me go to it. Let's go to the link.
And
Lord Megatron, I'm trying to stay respectful with you, bro. Don't get stupid with me.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, bro, you heard what I said.
Keep it cool with me, bro.
Lord Megatron, Point got a temper like me. He can't eat. I know you playing with him, but he don't play like that, bro.
I don't play with that nigga, man.
Hey, bro, this is show up.
I don't give a damn, man, about all that, bro.
Okay, bro.
All right, I'm looking for the author. Give me 1 second, guys. Type it or hold it and pull it up and see, can you find the author? It says the publication date is 1611. It's the exact same publication date as the King James Bible. It says Freemason Bible identifier. I don't see nothing about no authors, no co-authors of these books, no scribes. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing on it.
Does it say authorized?
Hey, guess what it does say? Hold on.
It says authorized, yeah.
Guess what it does say?
So you know what that means? The king authorized it, so guess what? You might as well say he wrote it.
Hey, hold on.
But we still don't have no proof that man was gonna make it.
What's that have?
Redefined the American dream.
From the beginning, how do I become famous?
Look, if you zoom in on the front page, it says Commandery of Knights Templar.
Thank you, Mason. There you go.
There it is, right there.
Okay, so help us understand what it is. Like I'm not understanding.
Okay, the Knights Templars, point blank is a point blank segment of Masonry. The Knights Templars was back there in Europe with King James. He was a Knights Templar.
I still don't believe it.
That's my thing. This is what let me say this right quick, point blank. There's no way a person can print a Bible and say Mason on it, and then have the king authorize it, and the king authorize it, and you say he don't got nothing to do with it.
No,
he got all to do with it.
Hold on. What King James did is he took all the Bibles that came before it, the Geneva, the Tyndale, the Great Bible, the First Bible, all the different Bibles that were printed before, and he said, I don't want anybody in my kingdoms reading these Bibles. From now on, they read the Bible that I authorize. And like I said earlier, they took out Ephesians 6 and 12 in the Masonic Bible, and they flipped it in the King James Bible from the Geneva version, which says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers of worldly governors who are the prince of darkness.
It was talking about him.
So he reinforced, hold on real quick. He reinforced throughout his kingdoms that everybody was to read his version. That's why today certain churches will hold firm and say we only read out of the 1611 King James, because they're sticking to that old mandate that was mandated by the king. The same man who wrote a book, the same man who wrote a book called Demonology. The same man who had a company called the Royal Africa Company, which had to do with slaves being transported. I'm just saying, I digress.
Hey, but that
we saying the same thing, man. Why we gotta go around here and not say the same thing? Why are we talking like over each other? Like, we saying the same thing. If he authorized it, he had something to do with it. Why are we not saying that?
Hey, but let me say this though. That demonology,
ain't nobody disagreeing with that.
Hey, but that demonology book though, if you read the foreword, that was kind of like an expose. See, a lot of people try to use that on surface and say, King James, the same dude that did the KJV, wrote a book on demonology. But he was exposing that. You got to read the forward to see what his purpose of writing
he was
was.
Exposing it because in there it tells you about different demons.
Yeah, but if you so can somebody pull that so we can read the forward? Because I was in a class on this, and on the surface, like I said, there's a little video floating around TikTok where people try to use it just to discredit the King James. Just on the surface.
Hold on, real quick. If the foreword of the book denounces demons or conjuring demons in any way, why is that what the book is about? Like
again,
I'm not understanding.
Can somebody pull it? Let me see if I can get a PDF. So
right, but can you just answer the question first, though?
I mean, listen. I heard. I never read the whole book, but I've heard.
Okay, so you took a class on it. What was the class about then? Was it like a one-day class?
Listen, I just said I heard when we read the preface. It tells you in the preface and the forward in the beginning of the book that this was him trying to do an expose of what was going on. This is not a thing where it's like
called a king. A king doesn't do expose. If the king doesn't want a book called Demonology written,
have you ever
doesn't have it written.
You read the book?
Yes.
Okay,
it shows you about different demons and how to conjure them, and gives you their sigils and everything.
Do you have it?
No, I don't own it.
Okay, can somebody? Okay, let me see if I can get a PDF of it.
You should be able to get a PDF of it. Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out how you took a class on it and you don't really know nothing about it.
Hey, real quick.
I said I was in the class.
Hey, real quick. One mic, brother. Just for a second. Y'all can get back to this. 1 second. So LV just sent me a source, and it's straight from Divine Prospect. I'm posting it at the top of the room. Called King James Onlyism. It's the complete history of the King James Version of the Bible and all of the scholars that King James commissioned. And it was straight from Divine Prospect. Mama Steph can explain this source and how it's relevant to the topic. She's en route something, so she's like 10 minutes away. She'll do that. But I posted the source. It was straight from Divine Prospect called King James Onlyism. And it's all of the scholars, the complete history of the King James. And LV said he couldn't come up and speak because he was in the middle of some things, but this is the source that he's presenting to the bill, so y'all guys can use that accordingly.
Hey, Bill, you say Divine Prospects in it?
Yeah, he said it's straight from Divine Prospect.
Oh, it's got to be real then.
Yeah, he don't do no faulty work. I mean, I have to look at it and go through it.
Hey, I was trying to figure out what y'all was talking about when y'all talking about the demonology. What were y'all exactly saying about it?
Hey, you mind if I slide in there real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And peace and love to the room. I'm not participating because I'm actually working on some YouTube content.
It's only fair though, LV, you got to cash in that pink ticket if you're going to be on stage. It's only fair.
I'm on the computer. I don't even see no pink ticket. Give me 1 second. Maybe...
Go ahead and say what you're going to say, though. Don't worry about that. You just know. Just go ahead and say what you're going to say.
Yeah, I'll go to, after I speak, I'll go to the phone and do it from there, just out of respect, because I don't want to stop the flow. But Arvel can confirm that we was just on the phone with Mama Steph, and I wanted to present this source. Arvel's going to either post it on the top or put it in the chat. And it's the full, complete history of the compiling of the King James Version. And it has all of the scholars, what theological backgrounds they came from, which scholars faced adversity or who was pressured to translate things in a particular light, and even more. So it's a full breakdown. It's a scholarly work, and it's peer reviewed. This is not somebody in their basement doing it after spare time when they get off their 12-hour shift. This is someone whose job is dedicated to the subject matter. So definitely, it's a long read. This is not something small. It's going to happen today. But for the conversation, you can start around chapter 5 or 6, where I think it introduces all of the translators with the King James. Mama Steph confirmed she's out there doing her thug-ism. She confirmed that this source actually comes from Divine Prospect. It's not mine. I didn't get it off the internet. This comes off of his Patreon when he gave it to us. I'm familiar with the conversation. Appreciate everybody. This is a wonderful bill. And why y'all ain't telling me Concrete moderate like this? This brother is on point. Ginsel blade surgery. Goodness gracious. He on it. But hey, so love to everybody.
He coming for the title. LV, they got you as the best moderator on Clubhouse. Concrete coming for the title.
Listen, if Concrete wasn't a stand-up brother, I almost was going to say I'm title. But what I'm going to say is this. I ain't even going to see, I know Concrete. You can't go that route with him. What I'm going to say is the brother is Concrete. He's solid. Stand on what he stand on, and y'all in good hands.
Yeah, like I say, I was trying to catch up with that demonology book convo, trying to figure out what was being said about the book or who wrote it. And one thing I want to say right before that is that does anybody in here think that Mason Bible that says authorized by King James was floating around at that time and King James didn't know his name was on it?
No, I think point blank he knows. At point blank, because he had to know. Ain't no way he gave an approval for that Bible to be wrote at the same time, and basically that Bible would have been given to you soon as you got your 3rd degree in masonry. Because the thing is, they couldn't give it to you if you was on your 1st or 2nd, because it would have information on the 3rd degree that you wouldn't have been able to read or to understand. So the thing is, they would give you that Bible on your 3rd degree because it would have all your working tools, all your information that you need to know how to come in the lodge on a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree. And basically,
point blank, real quick, point blank. The reason why I said it like that is because him being the king, right? I don't see no way that they would have made a book at that time and put his name on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And he didn't know about it, like in secret. They couldn't hide nothing from the king like that.
No, but back then, you could not, like Masons now. They cannot. They'll write a book, but the thing is, anybody can write a book, but you won't give a stamp of approval by a Mason nowhere. If you was to learn certain information, they would not stamp your book and say, "Yeah, I approve this." They won't do it. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, this information just started getting out there. People just starting, because if you know it or not, Masons that used to come out and talk, they used to get dealt with. They used to get killed. Like, you don't find them no more. You feel what I'm saying? But ain't nobody caring no more, because now, like, you in the information age, okay, anybody can read the book. But you can read it all day as you want. But do you know the significance of that word? No, you do not. So you can read the book until you get blue in the face and say, "Well, I know about y'all. I know what you..." No, you don't. You speculate. Because right now, I can have a conversation amongst Masons and have every last one of y'all around me. And y'all can be there and we'll be conversating. But guess what? We having 2 conversations using the same word. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you would never know, point blank, we invading information to one another, just having a casual conversation. But you there having a casual conversation with us, and we involving you in the conversation. But the thing is, words have meaning, but it might be different. You understand what I'm saying? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, we listen.
You saying it's coded. The words are coded.
Yeah, it's coded. Like it's a bunch of information that y'all are reading that's coded. Like, how do you think these people get certain information, like over the TV? They might do certain things or say certain things that send off a sleeper cell to tell the sleeper cell what to do. But the thing is, all you heard was this said in that TV show. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
So the thing is, you can read the book, but do you know exactly what we said when we say certain words? No, you do not. That's why I gave that example, and Miss Nava keep getting irritated me because I'm saying that, but she's not understanding why I'm saying that. It's just like me looking at Nip's house from the street and saying it's evil in there, but I ain't never been in Nip's house to know what she's doing. So you can't say anything, and point blank, you got Masons coming out and saying, "Yeah, it's evil in there." They might be telling the truth in certain lodges, but it ain't in every lodge that they doing satanic practices. That's frowned upon. It's just like, what's his name? The one that one of the forefathers of the Bible. What's his name? Damn, I can't call his name. Not Christopher Columbus. What's his name? The dude that had the belief. He changed everybody over to Christians. What's his name? Anybody know what I'm talking about? He turned a lot of people over to be Christians.
Constantine or somebody like that?
Constantine. Everybody don't know it's Constantine. Everybody don't know. In the bottom of Constantine Church, he was worshiping the devil. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that?
No.
Did y'all know point blank he was worshiping the god what's the fish? Dagon. Do y'all know that?
Nah,
they got a biography on this. Constantine had actually a temple up under his church.
Well, speaking of that, Constantine merged the true way of serving God the Father and his Holy Son with idolatry. So if you want to call it Christianity, if you want to call it the way, if you want to call it the truth, whatever that was that the real apostles had, he took that and merged it with the paganism of Rome to make everybody appeased, because it was such a big uproar and big chaos, and he wanted peace. He didn't want all of the drama that came from killing Christians, feeding them to lions. He was trying to put that stuff away, and he just wanted the people to come together. And that's where all of this Christmas and Easter and all of this stuff have got superimposed on top of the way, the truth, and the life.
What I'm saying is, Sister Nava, the thing is, you still had people that, like Constantine, everybody for years thought Constantine didn't do no evil. But Constantine was point blank worshiping Dagon up under his temple. It's actually recorded.
All of it is, because it was all pagan. If you go into it, you will see what was done. And they made it illegal to worship on the Sabbath. You had to do sun god worship. So all of these things was just a great big old hodgepodge. That's why all of these churches, like you were saying, Point, go back to that Messianic order. These churches ain't nothing but little tiny temples of whoredoms and idolatry. That's all they are. They're no different.
So we got some agreements. I'm not going to say every lodge or Eastern Star chapter is point blank following God. Can't say that, because I haven't been in every lodge or every chapter. You understand what I'm saying?
I can say
so I can't speak on things that I don't know.
Well, I can speak on it because Christ said, let your yes be yes, your no be no. Anything more than that comes of the evil one. He also said that you are not supposed to take... Go ahead, Nabashi. Sorry. He also said that you're not supposed to take any oaths and do any of these rituals. And we know in the Masonic order, there is so many rituals and secret handshakes and the pointing of the hands and the turning of the feet. All of that's in Proverbs that talk about you're not even supposed to do this stuff, that this stuff is wicked, because they can provoke curses and do different satanic things with their hands and their feet, the covering of the eye.
Can you show me that in Proverbs where they say point blank, I can't put my feet in a triangle? Can you show me that?
It's not going to say triangle. It says the pointing of the feet is wicked. It says.
So what was it? What was it talking about? The point of the feet.
Hey, Point. You gotta allow her to land her plane, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, my fault.
Ruach was out there after you. I'm gonna make sure. Go ahead, Nab. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is,
I know you're passionate for your team, but we passionate for Christ. I get where you're coming from, but we already win. So this thing is not no new thing. This is an ancient and old thing. And we understand that they are the builders, the master builders, and they do have a hidden knowledge. Yes, they do. And they got fallen angel technology, always have. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. We're just trying to let other people know that it is satanic and it is anti our God. And your soul is going to be required for it. That's the only outcry that we have, is that you cannot serve two masters, period. If you've already chosen your side, fine. Let the tree fall where it may, where it been cut. Where it been cut down, it's gonna fall right there. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Whoever did that, don't do that. Allow that lady to speak.
I'm landing right here, but you can't tell us.
Take your time. They better not interrupt you no more. Take your time.
Thank you. You can't keep telling us that we don't know what's going on in the inside because it's so secretive that they will cut your tongue out and do all these evil things to you under the oaths that you have taken while they got you walking in the dark and, blindfolded and doing all these mock rituals, no different than when people go on the line for the Greek life. It's no different than when the witches do their witchcraft incantation to do their oath to come into their witches' covens and different secret societies. All of this stuff comes full circle. And the video that I sent Nitsa shows side by side the exact same things that the Masonic Lodge is doing that the witchcraft order has to do. It's the same stuff. They even got the same writing, same symbols, same oaths that they got to take, and the same altars. Satan is very tricky and deceitful, but he's got people mouth closed so you don't tell, shh, hush, don't say nothing, because if they find out, they're going to leave. And these are the people that are coming out, that the creator of the universe came and got them. That's how they even got out. That dude did a 3-hour video from Austria explaining everything. He went into history. He got the books, the encyclopedias. If y'all don't watch it, that means you really don't want to know, because he did 11 years in it. I've learned.
Can I ask a question real quick, fellas? Y'all mind?
It's on you. It's on you.
I want to know who created good and evil.
Hold on, before we go that direction right quick, based on this particular thing we talked, I wanted to address what I was saying to SOG, because Karaf said he wanted to hear. So look, I'm gonna read a couple, 2 excerpts right quick. It's like 3 paragraphs from the book of Demonology. This is in the introduction, page 4 and 5. This is why I said what I said. Check this out. He was gratified to learn from Agnes Sampson that the devil considered him to be his chief opponent. Agnes Sampson is like a lady that was advising the king about witchcraft and stuff like that. And it was check this out. It says, for the devil to consider him to be his chief opponent, and it was for this reason that Satan hated him and wished to bring about his death. She testified that when the witches asked Satan why he hated the king so much, the devil replied, by reason the king is the greatest enemy he has in the world. By this extraordinary statement, the devil cast James, King James, into the role of an avenging knight of the Christian faith. James was fond of making reference to the warrior mounted upon a white horse, Revelations 19:11-16, who was prophesied to descend to the earth to punish the wicked in the latter days, which James believed to have already had arrived. As an intensely religious man, though, and as the leader of his nation in military matters, spiritual and judicial, it would have been difficult for James to decline the role of Satan's chief adversary. He accepted it as a challenge and spent the better part of the next 4 decades trying to do it honor. Again, opposing Satan and the wickedness. Since this mythic figure upon the white horse is so central to view, James held of his own crusade against witchcraft, it is worth quoting the relevant verses from the King James Bible versions of the text. I'm not going to read those, but I'm going to sum it up with this last paragraph. It says, can there be any doubt that James saw in the brave knight on the white horse with many crowns a reflection of himself, or that the sharp sword that proceeded from his mouth was for James the book Demonology and the 1604 witchcraft statute of England, He viewed himself as a general in the army of Christ, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. It must have struck James as significant in the light of this biblical passage that he accused Northbury witches sought to bring about his death by procuring a piece of linen that he had soiled, so as to use his bodily excretions in their magic against him. James was a strong believer in the supernatural and the power of magic, but he ascribed all working of magic to the devil. He did not recognize what Cornelius Agrippa called natural magic, or what was sometimes termed white magic, as a lawful activity. The efficiency of herbs and stones was either or inherited part of their composition, and so a matter of medicine and science, or it was infused into them by the power of Satan in order to deceive those who used them for healing or other purposes. For James, there was no such thing as occult forces that could be used for benevolent purposes. On the one hand, there was the power of God, which had ceased to produce prophecies or miracles since the time of Christ, and on the other hand, there was the power of Satan, which waxed stronger in the modern age than at any other time in history due to the imminence of the end of the world, and was responsible for all marvelous effects that were other than natural. So there's a whole lot more, but I just wanted to read that excerpt to show you what I was talking about. You know, he viewed himself as number one enemy against Satan, because he viewed the Christ on the white horse. He took it personal, like that was his job, and that's what he was trying to accomplish with the expose of the book of demonology. And they referred to this other thing, which I got to look up, the 1604 witchcraft statute of England. This is why I said what I said about demonology.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm so sick of people saying King James wrote the book of demonology. The moral of the story, don't judge a book by a cover. Literally, SOG. Just because he wrote it don't mean he was for it.
Who on stage read the whole book? Who on stage read that whole book?
You heard what he read. You heard what he read. He was against it.
You read an article. Wait a minute. You read an article, and also the dude contradicted himself when he was reading it. It says he was for it, not against it. Did you comprehend what you just read, bro?
Comprehend what he just read?
No, you didn't hear the whole thought.
I had a dude in my neighborhood named E that was very slow. You are definitely him reincarnated.
Hey, Emperor. Hey, Emperor, I just read it, but I didn't read the article. That came out the book. I got the PDF because I told you.
You got the PDF. Look, did you read the entire book, bro?
Listen, yes bro. No, I didn't read the whole entire book. But what I'm telling you is,
stop right there. Stop right there.
You gonna ask me a question, so let me respond.
No, you
can't. Hey, look, you asked me a question. Let me respond.
Bro,
listen,
you didn't read it. I'm not gonna listen to you. You can't teach me shit. You didn't read it.
I read the full of the book.
You read
the introduction of the book.
Here we go with these fake scholars.
Telling you, nigga, I ain't never claimed to be no scholar. I ain't never claimed to be no scholar. But what I'm saying is,
all right, so bring out a different part of the book. Bring out a different part.
So if you talk and then bring out some, you pull the book and bring out what we. And I already said before you came on the stage, I didn't read it. I told SOG that.
Are y'all the white chicks? Are y'all twins?
No. Who the hell are you?
Can one of you can both of you mute your mic?
No, let's get bring out something.
Whoa. I got him. Hold up. Part of moderation. Hold on. Who had the mic? Who had it first? DNA? Who had it?
We had it until this clown came off and started talking crazy.
We ain't disrespecting black men in here, bro. Don't call him a clown.
He didn't know. You let him slide already, Concrete. He done said a few reckless stuff to me and E.
Well, we wasn't in here, and I caught. He did it. But look, now, hold on. Y'all know how DNA is, bro. But DNA, please, brother, respectfully, young. Please, bro. Can you watch the F-bomb for me, bro? If you don't mind, bro.
Now, let me say something real quick. Everybody don't know DNA is my homie. We're from the same hood. I love him like a brother. So he do stuff like that because he know I'm. DNA know how I am. He knows that I don't walk in that type of spirit. He already know. DNA know what time it is. Y'all go.
I'm out the way, bro. I was just reading that excerpt, the SOG, to show him why I said what I said. Now, when SOG asked me, did I read the book? I had already told him before this cat came in that I didn't read the book. I was in a class where they broke down the forward because the people were saying on social media through TikTok videos that King James, don't trust the KJV because King James wrote the book of demonology. And on surface, it comes off some kind of way. But when you look into it, it seemed that's not what he was trying to do. He was trying to expose it. So I was reading where I got that from so he can understand. Now, Emperor, DNA, whatever your name is, because it say Emperor up here. If you got more information, edify us, please.
As I stated, you didn't read the book. You contradicted yourself with what you read. If we were to have you to read what you just read over, you're saying he was against it. No, what you just read said he was for it. So you can't have both. This is the problem with you all when it comes to scholarship. You try to play both sides to make it seem as if you know
read
something.
it again,
Bro.
listen.
Hold on. Let him land his plane. DNA was talking. Don't do that.
Don't worry about it.
No harm from my room.
The dude is slow, man.
I put E in the audience. Go ahead, DNA. Take off.
As I stated, he didn't read the book. From what he just read says that he was for it, not against it. And he's trying to say it's both. Which one is it? That's just like God saying that he created evil, and then people come on stage and say, no, he's not evil. He's just good. But he just said he created good and evil. He just said that he knows good and evil. So he's both. So now you can't sit here and say he wasn't for it. He was for it. You just read that he was for it. I don't even think you comprehended what you just read. And I know you didn't read the book because you just said you didn't read the book. That's why I called you out on it. So you have no scholarship on it. You just read a paragraph of it. And the paragraph that you just read contradict everything that you just came on stage to say that you had scholarship on. I dropped the mic, bro. Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the same paragraph again. And you ain't say nothing new because I've been said I didn't read the book. But I'm gonna read the same paragraph again. Listen, please. It said James was a strong believer in the supernatural and the power of magic, but he ascribed all working of magic to the devil. So he believed in it.
Can you stop right there? Can you stop?
Listen. Hold on, let me keep reading.
DNA, that's one of the rules. Hold on. DNA, that's one of the rules of the room. Allow him to get the scripture out or his source out, and then if you want to stop him at a certain point, have him reread it and stop him at that point.
And this is what I'm saying to you. Let me say this right quick. He just read it. All you need to do is read what he just read. Now he's going to come back and try to clean it up.
Bro, it's not your turn.
Bro, it's look, this is a whole paragraph. He's trying to get the whole meaning out of one sentence. Read the whole paragraph so you can get the full thought of what's being said. Listen, James was a strong believer in the supernatural and the power of magic, but he ascribed all working of magic to the devil. He did not recognize what Cornelius Agrippa called natural magic, or what was sometimes termed white magic, as a lawful activity. The efficiency of herbs and stones was either an inherited part of their composition, and so a matter of medicine and science, or it was infused into them by the power of Satan in order to deceive those who used them for healing or other purposes. For James, there was no such thing as occult forces that could be used for benevolent purposes. On the one hand, there was the power of God, which had ceased to produce prophecies or miracles since the time of Christ, and on the other hand, there was the power of Satan, which waxed stronger in the modern age than at any other time in history, due to the imminence of the end of the world, and was responsible for all the marvelous effects that were other than natural. What I understand this saying is just like when the Most High was working through Moses and what he was able to do before Pharaoh, and Pharaoh practicing priests in turn was able to do something similar, but not greater power. It's just saying he recognized that stuff as real, as true. He knew the supernatural and magic was something that can be done. but he ascribed it to Satan, is what it's saying. That's just like what the Bible tells us. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say that's what the New Testament tell y'all, because the Most High said in the point blank Old Testament, He said if evil be done in the city, He said He did it. Now I ain't say that, He did. So the thing is, y'all gotta come up with another theory, because the thing is, what I recognize when I read the Bible, Satan can't do nothing without the Most High's permission. So therefore, if evil is being done, that means he granted it, he signed on it, and he point blank wanted it to be done. So y'all gotta work that out amongst yourselves. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
It needs to be worked out about it.
Yeah, but Satanists worship Satan. So I don't understand what you read, how that's any type of valid point for what you're saying, because Satanists worship Satan. King James could say demonic entities being conjured is a work of Satan. True. But does that mean he wasn't with it or he didn't do it? Just because he acknowledged it's of Satan?
So then that's when I would say, SOG, do you have any sources to show that he was a Satanist?
I watch this, the very book, Demonology. He was a king. So if he didn't want a book read like he did the Geneva Bible, the Tyndale Bible, so on and so forth, he could have exiled and had all those books burned.
Bro, demonology is not about magic, though.
Who said magic?
No, well, why did you bring up demonology like that? Had anything?
That's the source that the brother just quoted from.
No, but I'm saying, but do you know why the purpose of that? What the purpose of that book is? It has nothing to do.
The purpose of it. What are you talking
about?
It
has nothing to do with the concept of magic or approving of magic itself.
Like, nobody said anything about magic. You just introduced that.
Bro, the brother. Okay, so why the
magic?
Y'all get back to the bill. Get back. Don't get distracted. SOG, go ahead, bro.
Hey, hold on. Agape is asking to get back up. Did somebody kick him?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I meant that. I was trying to mute. I thought I muted.
Yeah, because what he just asked was a good question.
Yeah, my bad. I thought I muted. My bad.
Didn't sound like a good question. It sounded like it sounded like an assertion.
People, bro, that need to be going out your room, bro.
Hey, yo, bro.
Don't fall for it. Listen, it didn't sound like a question. It sounded like an assertion. It sounded like he made a point. Or
no, I asked him because I ain't hear nothing about no magic. I ain't hear nothing about no magic at all.
Well, no, you can't.
Hold on, wait, brother Ruach. Did you not ask the brother? Was not the argument that King James practiced magic or something like that, or proved the magic?
Yeah, because the paragraph I read said that he believed in magic and the supernatural, but he subscribed it to Satan. And he was saying, yeah. So I did read that in the paragraph.
Exactly.
But if you believe something, you're using something. I mean, if you believe in it. Hold on. So you telling me Christians that believe in Jesus, they don't believe in Jesus?
Yeah, but I can believe in masonry and not be a practitioner. I can believe in this and not be a practitioner. It's a difference. So we have to establish something. It's a difference between being okay with magic and you being a practitioner of magic. Let's make that clear. So what is the actual source saying? Is it saying he himself participated in magic, or he didn't care about it, or he was, you know what I mean?
But here's the thing, though. It's got to be the second option. It's got to be the second option, because if King James was strongly against demonology or anything dealing with magic or the arts,
that's what my question was to you right there, brother.
If he was against that,
cut him off while he talking, though. All
right, my bad.
Listen. If King James was against that, why would he allow the book to be published?
He published the books for knowledge sake. He didn't want the people to be ignorant and yes.
But if you don't believe something, he don't believe something. Why would he? That doesn't make sense, respectfully.
It does make sense, because here it is. You teach your children that's hot, don't touch it. You don't hide it from them.
Why did King James hide the Geneva Bible and the Tyndale Bible?
We talking about the demonology books. Stay focused.
No, I am focused. King James. Why did he denounce the Geneva Bible and the Tyndale Bible?
Why the brother?
Let the sister get her point off. Let the sister eat. We'll get in there because I want to get in there too. Go ahead, Nava.
All I was addressing was the point that was made about the book. He exposed the book, and when the gentleman read the preface, it said basically, I acknowledge that magic is real, but I'm telling you, it's coming from the devil. Whether it be white magic, natural magic, blue, green, purple magic, all of it is coming from Satan. Let me put you on to game. Brrr.
You think nobody knew that?
No, this is what the book is saying.
Yeah, so G,
that's why he exposed it. That's why he wrote it, so that people could know this is what you're doing when you do it.
But like those people didn't know it until they read it.
And they did.
That's crazy. Y'all
Nah, y'all check.
Hey, hold on. I got a question.
Hold up. No reason, man.
Hey, hold up, man. Look, we might have to start a queue because I see we trying not to moderate y'all. Y'all grown folk. Why y'all just can't allow one person to like y'all ain't let Sister Nava eat? Let her eat. SOG, you eat, and y'all come in. We don't want to. Y'all ain't kids.
Put me in the queue, please.
Yeah, no, I keep getting cut off every time I speak, though. That's the issue that we have. If I get cut off every time I
got in the room and you want to take over,
or get sent down to the audience by you.
Yeah, I'm going to put you in the audience now. All right, let me
look, I don't want no smoke. Look, I just
no, it's all good. Look. I don't care. I'm gonna do my job. Listen, I want us to go back. Nissa, you gonna help me with the queue because they can't do it.
But I just wanted to say this: like, if y'all respectfully, like, y'all know y'all don't like. I'm not gonna say y'all in particular, right? If y'all know that people like to call sisters aggressive when they constantly trying to fight to be heard. Come on, now let the sisters land their planes so we can go and get to it. Because they're going to keep trying to come off mic so they can finish their point. We ain't trying to dominate the stage, but at least let them finish their thought. Yeah, I keep the queue. You say it was LV and who else?
It's LV, and who want to go after LV? Let me let him back up if he want to come back up. Hey,
put point.
At some point,
we shouldn't have to do this, bro. I mean, this is a waste.
No, I agree. I would prefer it to be popcorn, but let's keep that respect.
Can you put me?
It's weird. I'm in the middle of speaking.
In the queue.
That goes to the chat, bro. You know that. Put it in the chat. I just want to say this. It is a pattern whenever the sisters speak, that same respect is not there. Let the sister Land say what she have to say. I'm advocating for what she's saying. I'm advocating for her to speak, but I don't necessarily agree. She's had that same respect. And I'm going to do my best to stay in my pocket too. So that's that. Go ahead, Concrete. My fault.
Hey, real quick, let me say something real quick. Hey, Agape.
My bad. I got cut out. I appreciate that, LV. I heard you. Look. All right, so look, y'all want to try it again without the cue?
Yeah, no, my issue
I want
this brother right here. He keep cutting off me every time I try to speak.
Bro, you keep got on. Hold on. Come on.
And someone reached the room.
I've been in the room and I'm on the floor.
About that, man. Let's keep it respectful. Allow people to land their plane. If we don't want to have to start a queue, but if it's necessary, it's necessary. Agape, the reason why I got Concrete as a mod in my room is because I don't know the backstory of where everybody is with one another as individuals, who don't like who, what rooms are against. I don't, and I really don't care. I'm on Clubhouse because then they pinged me into this app about 6 months ago, and I've learned so much from so many of you over the last 6 months that it's crazy. So I want to attack some topics. I want to learn, man, and I can't learn if about 1,000 people off their mic. I know this is an interesting topic. I know y'all passionate, but let's be respectful and get to the information. Let's keep it respectful. No disrespecting one another. No, I do not like saying black men disrespect each other. Let's get to the information and let's get to the bottom of God's truth. If y'all don't mind, please. So LB, take off. Yeah, and whoever's next, allow LB to land his plane, and whoever's next, take off.
Yeah, man. A lot of times, man, people get thrown off track about this moderation. It don't matter what room you in. Follow the decorum of the rooms. It don't matter who's the mod. If you want to participate, follow the culture of that room. That's just some advice. But I want to go to the last statements that was made. It's like, I believe it's a huge misnomer to believe that these people, let me say this. Understand when writings come into effect and the effect that it has on the populace. Most of the knowledge, whether it be from a trade or from the esoteric point, was kept within a structure of initiates. You had to be an initiate of that particular practice or faith in order to have certain knowledge given to you. So just because it's almost like a pastor, he may know something, but everybody in the congregation may not have the same knowledge base that that person has. So they're holding on to the word of what they say. So I think it's a huge disadvantage or a mistake to say that they knew about this stuff prior. No, the publication of demonology came out, then the ideas of demons, sought root based on what was published in the actual book. And I'll leave it there. I appreciate the opportunity.
If I could for a second, I'll be brief. I'm not a fan or a foe of James.
Cash in your red ticket, Yosh.
What red ticket? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'm not a fan or a foe of James, but from all the sources that I've read on that book over the year, it says that he published that book or wrote that book because of his interest on the subject matter, not because he was a practitioner of it in any manner. He thought it was a threat to society and a danger to believers. So that's it is what it is. And I agree with DNA in his question, not much of his position. But to those who are discussing it, have they read the book in its entirety? That will answer many of the questions that people have about it. Just read the book in its entirety. And you can pretty much see from the book what it is that the author position is. So, but every source that I read about the book says that he was just basically interested in it and he thought it posed a threat to society, not that he was a practitioner of demonology. If you want a king historically who is said to have conjured demons, controlled demons, even used demons to build his temple, you'd be looking for Solomon, not King James. You would be looking for Solomon. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to do.
Being aware and being a practitioner is a big difference. You being aware of something and you being nonchalant about something is a complete big difference than you being a practitioner. A practitioner in the proper context is given a certain knowledge base from his predecessor, the person that comes before him. The forerunner before him lets him know what's the ideas. That's a big difference between somebody recognizing somebody doing something esoteric or whatever and letting it go or letting it slide. Big difference. I agree.
Hey, real quick, whose position was it that he was a conjurer?
Man, I came off mic because somebody was saying that. That's why I was saying there's a difference. I don't know the person's name. I would know them by voice. But somebody was positioning that he was doing magic, and they were reading a source saying that he was like somebody did something, but the source didn't say that he was a practitioner or he participated. That's why I came off mic.
Well, I was that you that read that source, brother?
Yeah, I was reading it from the standpoint to say that he did it as an expose. He wasn't a practicer of it. And DNA Emperor, he came off and was saying, I can't say that because I ain't read the book, blah, blah, blah. So I guess his position is he was doing it. You got to ask him. Because I'm speaking from the perspective that he won't doing it.
And it sounds like SOG felt the same way. And that's why I came off mic and I said, you can expose something and not be a practitioner of it because you're speaking the truth about it because you know.
Yeah, so I said nothing of the sort. So I don't know what it sounded like, but I said that he was cool with it because he allowed it to be published. That's what I said.
No, you're right. And
I didn't say he was a conjurer. I didn't say he dealt in it. I just said he allowed it to be published.
That doesn't make you cool with it. Go ahead, John.
Well, what we do know is that I see where SOG is coming from. He's in a position to where if something personally offended him, it wouldn't make it into the cut. And that's why I sent the source to Arvell about the King James onlyism. There are scribes that face certain persecution because of how they translated. That reintroduces what SOG was saying about certain verses of Ephesians was removed. And I can't confirm right now if it was removed for that valid reason, but it opens the door for that argument. Things were removed or added based on biasness of the translator. That should be commonly known. But if it's not, go to King James onlyism. Arvell posted it somewhere.
Can I say this? I'm gonna say King James never probably did magic, but he was in the room.
Well, he's the king. This is what I'm trying to say. When you're a king,
does that make sense?
Wait, I'm speaking. Wait 1 second.
Does that make sense?
When you're a king, it makes perfect sense. Listen, if you're a king,
he said he was in the room with others that were doing it, but he wasn't doing it.
Well, the context is he's aware. Well, more than likely because we understand what it takes to publish a writing. Period. There is no publishing writing in the time of King James without it coming to his desk. Let's argue about it then.
Hey, LV, real quick. Author is short for authority. You do realize that, right?
Nah, man. Wait 1 second. I don't even want to go to the author authority. What I'm saying is, are we aware when writings in the printing press became available for paper writings in the Western world?
Yeah, that was the Guggenheim in Germany.
You talking about a man that had sex with his mother, killed his mother.
That's not true.
A man that no. How did you know it's not true, Miss?
That's what I want to know. How do you know that?
Even if he did all of that, he was still king. What does that mean?
Here we go. They always taking up for a person that they don't know nothing about.
And you always render a person you don't know nothing about.
Guess what? They're there. They're just you can Google it. It's there.
Okay,
why is it still there?
Okay, well, I want to. Hey, Yoshi, are you in the room? Yoshi, are you in the room?
Check it out right quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Yes, I don't think.
Well, let me just ask Yoshi something real quick. Then you got it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that voice. Yoshi, I just want to see if you can kind of rationalize where I was getting at. You're a king in ancient times, right? Can you can picture that?
Yeah.
Okay. Within your society, certain.
You want me to cut this, Steph? Go ahead.
In the midst of your society or your kingdom, certain things gain popularity or momentum within your populace. Can you imagine that?
Say it one more time.
You're a king. Certain ideas or rhetoric gains momentum within your populace. Can you imagine that? Okay. Somebody prints a book about demonology. Do you think in the time of King James, do you think they're able to print a copy of their book and make it available for mass production without interference of the king?
Without presuming, let's say he was absolutist, in his monarchy, I would say they probably had to go past his debts first.
We're talking about the printing press, the Gutenberg printing press. The first publication being printed was the Bible, And this technology is exclusive to a certain group of people. How can it not cross the? You would have to have this technology. It's not available for you to just take and do. You have to know what it is and how it functions. Like you have to.
That's a good point. Well,
yeah, you can't just jump in there and like, yeah, we're gonna jump in the factory and print a paper overnight. Stop it.
Well, 1 second, Jess, because it got some context from the excerpt I was reading. Check this out. So this is what piqued his interest in the whole thing. It said the trials of the North Berwick witches who received this title because they were supposed to congregate in the kirk or church at North Berwick near Edinburgh in the dead of the night to meet with the devil and concoct their plots took place mainly between the years 1590 and 1592. Although the fallout of the affair dragged on 4 years, it marked a major turning point in the thinking of the young king. The charges against the accused included numerous attempts by magic on his life and even one effort to kill the queen while she was on her voyage from Denmark to England. Previously, James had only faced plots by the rebellious Scottish nobles that endangered his life by physical means, but now he found himself and his new bride threatened by the supernatural. So James keenly interested himself in the trials and was a direct participant in much of the questioning. He mentioned in his toll booth speech of 1591, see Appendix C, that the proceedings against the accused witches occupied him for a full 9 months. So this man was on research, just like authors do when they go and investigate the details to the subject before they write the book. He was doing work.
Wait a minute. Let me ask him a question.
Hold on. Let me finish out the paragraph.
Hold on, real quick, DNA.
Well, let me
Did I
finish
just
out
say?
the.
He did not do the magic, but he was in the room. Did I say
that?
He
just said that.
He just said it. Why would you say he? You said I forgot exactly what you said. I'm in the. Wait a minute. You just said that he was running from the supernatural. If he's running from the supernatural, that means he tapped into it.
No, I did not say he running from. Bro, you heard what you want to hear.
I didn't get that from that context.
I don't know how you did that. Hold on, I'm gonna read it again. Hold on,
running from it means you tapped into it.
Hold on, y'all.
Because you don't listen to me. I
That's
tap
why
into
the
spirits
prophet
all the
said,
time.
be
Bro,
careful how you
stop.
Bro, I don't know what he just heard. I don't know what he just heard.
Let him go back and read it. I guarantee you. Did you not just say that he was running from the supernatural? Did you not say that, yes or no?
I did not say he was running from the supernatural.
That's how he felt. He wasn't literally running from it.
Okay, I'm gonna read this again.
Bro. Read it again.
Did you listen, bro?
Listen to me. I'm gonna cut you off when you read it. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I'm gonna tell you when I'm finished reading the paragraph, and then you can speak. Cause I ain't finished the information.
Don't read.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. One mic. Now,
this is how they.
Ruach. Hold on, Ruach. Have you read that source already?
I didn't read this portion. I said I'm gonna add context. To what Jess was just trying to say, so we can understand what's happening.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this. The rule to the room is that you can't be cut off while you're reading the source initially. But if he has a point that he wanted to stop you at, the second time you read it, he can't stop you.
Okay, so listen closely so you can see if you heard what you thought you heard. All right, the trials of the North Berwick witches who received this title because they were supposed to congregate in the kirk or church at North Berwick near Edinburgh in the dead of the night to meet with the devil and to concoct their plots took place mainly between the years 1590 and 1592. Although the fallout of the affair dragged on for 4 years, it marked a major turning point in the thinking of the young king. The charges against the accused included numerous attempts by magic on his life and even one effort to kill the queen while she was on her voyage from Denmark to England. Previously, James had only faced plots by the rebellious Scottish nobles that endangered his life by physical means. But now he found himself and his new bride threatened by the supernatural. James keenly interested himself in the trials and was a direct participant.
So why was he threatened by the supernatural, sir?
Because he's finding out from this. Listen, he's finding out by this trial of these witches what was being. He's learning in this trial all of the attempts that was being done to him and his queen. He's learning from the trial.
I'm gonna explain to you what's happening that you don't see. All right, what's not being said. He conjured up those spirits. This is why these spirits are now attacking him. All right. See, you're not listening to that. He conjured it. He was a part of that whole year window of those witches. He was there. So now that he conjured up these spirits, he don't know how to get rid of them. This is why he's actually with the witches, because the witches is teaching him witchcraft.
That's possible. No, that's possible. Look, I ain't read that. I haven't read that.
Hey, DNA, let him read a little further.
I haven't read that.
Hey, read a little further, bro. Read a little further.
So check this out. That's a good point, but let's see if we see that.
He went to James Keeley hitting for.
It's not a
James
Keeley.
That's
why the context don't say nothing about
bro, please let him read.
Look. James keenly interested himself in the trials and was a direct participant in much of the questioning.
Stop. It said he was a direct participant
in much of the questioning.
Making fine Irish malt liquor for the man inside the man.
Earlier that I don't think you heard, Jess, so I'm going to read it again for those that just came in. But by this extraordinary statement, the devil cast James into the role of an avenging knight of the Christian faith. James was fond of making reference to the warrior mounted upon a white horse at Revelations 19:11-16, Christ on a great white horse, who was prophesied to descend to the earth to punish the wicked in the latter days, which James believed to had already happened. But as an intensely religious man and as a leader of his nation in matters of military